Hi, my name's Margaret. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I've got a topic. I'm going to try and do this every week. I'm not quite sure. It depends what's out there. It's called "What You Do Does Make a Difference." If you heard this from Gretel, she relates this to the environment. This is not related to the environment. So if you think this is a negative topic, or you feel it's going to be just on the environment, and you want that, I'll probably leave right now because it's not going to be about that. It's all about the positive side of things, okay? So give your heads up. If you want negative, don't come and watch this, okay? So I chose this because, as you know, in the last 2 months we have been fires in Victoria, in Australia. It's in 4 states in Australia. And last 2 days ago, I heard about 190 fires in Australia. Some of them are huge, yeah. And must admit it's been a bit scary for me too. So I must admit it's not around me. I'm being quite lucky, but it's been scary. So putting that on the side, it's all about positive stuff, not negative stuff, and what we do does make a difference, and you're going to hear a lot of this in this one, and that's why I chose this one. I thought I might not do it at this stage, but how I looked at it, the people who probably don't want to hear these things, they're probably busy doing stuff related to the fire anyway. So when they're ready, they can watch this whenever they want, yeah? So there's a lot of positive stuff related to this, and I suppose I'm choosing a whole heap of stuff because it's a huge thing. Like, I use this as one is, there's a lot of what you would have thought would be a big deal, but it makes a huge deal for people. It's people are bring people together to make stuff for the wildlife animals, so it makes their life easier, like making little pouches for kangaroos and that. There's heaps of people doing that, just bringing them together. So here, help yourself, help with the animals. And with that, I heard zoos are just bringing animals in from the wildlife and helping them, you know. This is very positive. It's very much working together, and I think that's amazing, yeah. And that's a good thing. And it's a group of people donating money for it or two. So it's a positive thing. The other thing is, and I know a lot of people say no, but I think this is like, if you know me, I don't like the Golden Globe Awards or anything like that, but these guys, I can't remember his name, he has to be an actor, but the guys were on TV talking about the fires, how bad it is. In something small like that, you think about that show, the Golden Globe Awards, how many countries will watch that, and how much from that we can get help from. There's something that someone just spreading the word, how many people will hear it. It's amazing, and yeah, thanks to them we got help, you know, from other countries. And it's not just them, but like another example would be with the tennis players. We've got the Australian Opens here in Australia right now, and if they thought this whole smoke thing was the issues, they raised a lot of money for us, $5 million for the fire, help with the fire, and that's amazing. That's huge. It's big. Now that $5 million, you think about that, $5 million can help a lot, yeah. So it's amazing, yeah. And probably people who don't live here would have donated, and that's amazing, yeah. So that's the thing. Like, that's what I'm saying. This one is kind of a negative thing with the fires, isn't it? But it turns it into a positive thing, because another good thing is some American, like I said, American heard about the fires. They brought in a whole heap of fire people in to help with the fires. And that's huge. It's big. It's amazing. And singers out there and actors out there like Nicole Kidman and I don't know, other people like that just donated money, and probably from that other people would have donated in time, like the wildlife things that people are making things for the animals, or donated their house for the animals. Now that's huge. That's big. It's very big. So I've got a whole heap of stuff here. And it brought the whole world together. Yes, it happened in here in Australia, but it brought everyone together. It worked as a team. And that's amazing. Like, it's huge. It's just huge. Yeah, it's just amazing. And the other thing it makes, and it did with me, I was for a climate changing people who like Greta, who we're only trying to fix the world. Like if you watch on the YouTube, I was getting fed up with everyone just focused on the climate and not on the situation, not focused on the issue. Yeah. But what I learned through one of the things on TV, it's not always the opposed to nature side. It's about making people more comfortable. Like one of the guys said, how to cool everyone down, how to make the house more cooler when it comes to heat, or how do we deal with the smoke in the air. And that made me think, okay, it's not just about people trying to save the world, they're trying to make things easier for everyone. So that made me think about things. So yeah, so it's just brought people back together again and make people think. So yeah, like here in Bendigo, I will say every 2 to 5 shops are somehow donating something, and that's big. Yeah, it's big, and I'm sure that's everywhere in Australia. So it's huge. It's amazing. I think that was it, but I just want to share this with you because one thing, not everything has to be negative. Yes, fires are very negative, don't get me wrong, it's huge, but it brought things together. And the other thing I loved about this fire, and it's hard to, I don't know how to put this, but people listen. People really listen to this time, and it makes me, people just listen. Like 95, I would say 95% of people, when someone came to that person's house and said, you need to leave because the fires are coming, they left. They didn't stop and think, let's be a hero. Some of them did stay, but they knew what they were doing. But the people who had no idea left. And I thought, that's really good, because that means, yes, we had 5 deaths related to the fires, but it could have been 10 times worse. You know, it could have been hundreds of people dying if we didn't listen to the people that we needed to listen to. And that's a huge thing, because a lot of us think we know better, don't we? Like, it doesn't matter who we are, we think we know better, but a lot of us listen. So that's a fantastic teamwork there. And that's another thing, this made people talk. It really made people talk about, like, the smoke, what we're going to do with it. And it's probably in a way a good time to do it, have it, because you got people from overseas coming down, doing the tennis opening, seeing it, and maybe they can give people ideas, okay, this is what we do in our country. And it's perfect for people, whoever, I'm going to say Prime Minister, but it's not just the Prime Minister, it's everyone who can deal with that kind of stuff, can talk to them and say, all right, what did you do with in your country? Or give us some advice. In a way, it was a good timing. So it's just brought people together. And another thing was it made people talk. Like just the little things like, okay, we got heaps of rain. If you didn't know by now, we got heaps of rain, and here in Bendigo, I remember when we had it was about 15 to 30 minutes of rain, and it would just bucket down. I went to my job. I was wet like I had a shower, and that was so big, yeah. So it was huge, but people thought about, okay, this is good, but we have to think the bigger picture of what will happen if this happens. So it brought people again back together and talk about the issues and think about the future. And it to a point where how some people, probably like me, think about the environment in the sense we have to save the world, but it's a bit more in that now. I realise it's a bit more in saving the world. It's about how to make life easier, yeah. So it made us all think about that, and the Prime Minister's thought about it. So it's a huge thing, and people just admitting things, like being quite open, saying, yes, I'm in the wrong here, or yes, whatever. And people are starting to be open with things that I'm having issues with this, and that's amazing itself, because as we know, us Australians can be a bit stubborn, not being open with what's going on in our lives. So it's got a good thing. So I just want to put all the positive stuff into it, like the perfect thing, but I wasn't going to put this in there, but it's probably a good thing too. We had a young girl, I don't know if this got across the world, but we had a young girl who went walkabouts, I called it. She was about 2 or 3 years old, and it's probably about, I don't know if it was in the rain or just before the rain came. She went into another paddock at her parents' house, and they were looking for this child for a long time. Lucky, I think it was a helicopter saw her. The helicopter somehow they got someone to come and get this child, so they found it playing in the mud. So it's a good story. Like, I mean, you wouldn't want to see it where there was a fire through there. So it's a fantastic story in that in itself. So this is all about positive stuff happening around the world. In this bit of, what you do makes a difference. And this is the perfect one, I thought, because it brought the whole world together. I feel like it just brought everyone together. And I would put this out there right now. I thought Gretel brought everyone together because of nature, and this is one of my predictions. So I was so wrong. I think this was it. This was it. I'm not saying look at me, but I think this was it. Like, you can't, nothing. Yeah, it's been amazing how one problem can bring everyone together, like one issue, and it is a big issue because it brings back to our stuff, like what can we do with this issue for later on in the future. Yes, we have to think about things like make people's life a bit easier, and then that it's related to the environment or not, but it brought people together. So that this must be my prediction, because it did bring people together, and to a point where I hear such donated this much money ago, and I'll look at it and go, who are you? But I'm grateful for it. I'm really grateful for it. And the other thing with here in Bendigo, and I'm assuming this is across Australia, maybe I won't say across the world, but across Australia, at least every second and every fifth shop is donating something to the bushfires appeal, and that's huge in itself. So yeah, so that's what I want to do. I'm going to try and do this once a week, maybe. It depends on what happens. I have another 2 coming through I want to do, and I would love to say to everyone, I just love to say thank you. And this world just came together and help each other out. And the people who are from overseas, this might be your first time here, and it would have been a big thing for you. But just seeing you just helping out, and you probably would have, because what can you do? You probably can't get to somewhere. So yeah. So I just like to say thank you to everyone, and yeah, thank God for rain too. Thank God for rain. Like across Australia, we're getting a lot of rain right now. We got some, I think it was on Wednesday, huge rain. They have the fires, and right now Sydney's getting the rain. But on Sunday instead of Monday, we get more rain. So thank God for rain too. So this is putting the little I don't know how would I put it. This is a little note for our post I can say is, if you ever think that you can't do something, don't think you can't, because this is a prime example of it. And the little things like these girls, well, I'm going to say girls who are also on TV, these girls who's making pouches, so little bags for the wildlife animals. They might be simple, but they're helping an animal's life, you know. So never say you can't do something. I mean, you might be just cutting something, you might be just drawing something, or maybe just putting 5 cents in a tin. That makes a huge difference. You might be interested in doing something like this, or going something like golden awards. So I'm not saying that properly, and you might be just saying it, but think about every single country, who's listening to it. So sometimes it's just a minor thing, can be something big for everyone, for everything around you. So never think that you can't do something. Never think that a positive can't make something, a negative can't make something into a positive, or you can't do something positive in someone's life. Sometimes it's just a talk, just listening to someone, and sometimes that's all it is. So this is what I'm putting at the word. What you do does make a difference. It does. If you don't know about the bushfires, I think you're mad. But if you don't know about the bushfires, I would say Google 2020 Australian bushfires, and it'd be on the news. And not just here on the Australian news, but American news. I think it's from another countries too. And that's a huge thing. It's quite a awareness thing. So this is all about positive stuff. And I hope this is useful. Once again, I would love to say thank you to everyone who helped out with the fire in one way or another. It doesn't matter how big or small it is. I just love to say thank you. And I'm sure the rest of the world would agree with me. Thank you. So, hope you enjoy this, and I hope this could, in a good, happy, put a good thought into your mind, and don't make you think about just the negative side of things. Like I said, sometimes, yes, it's a huge negative thing at that time, but something harms that can just put something positive in it. And I feel like this bushfire put a lot of positives in it. It brought people together and made people work as a team. It's really good. So I hope you like it. Next week I would hopefully do another one, see how I go. And if you do have other ideas or advice, you probably can contact me, or there's other people out there if you just go donate it, or in donation side of it, if you just Google them. And I know we got the Red Cross and Salvation Army and Beyond the Blue, just stuff like that. You might not want to donate, but you might have some advice for us. Even with our media stuff, like Santa Claus 7, 10, ABC. If you can get the Australian stuff out there, just email to them, and they will pass on your information on to the right people. It might be just something small, like how to do with the floods right now. It might be something as simple as that, or advice on what to do with the donation money, just stuff like that. It doesn't have to be out there. You don't have to give out money in there, but it might be just something, advice or something. So if you do have ideas in that, this probably, I would highly just recommend media stuff, like your network and your radio side of thing. Because it might be the best way, because they would know the right people to connect to. So I hope you like it. Who would have thought something really bad something good can come out of it, huh? So I just like to say thank you everyone again, and hope you like it, and do another one next week. If you want, share it. I would highly recommend sharing it, not because who I am, but people look into the policy side of things. I think it's a huge thing for people, because we always think about the negative side of things. I think it's a good idea to think about the positive side of things. So share it, and hope you all like it. Bye. See you next week.